Welcome to Books, Dreams, and Financial Things, where we talk about marriage, blending our family, finances, and our dreams. We hope while sharing our journey, you can relate and learn with us and from us. Welcome back. We are officially back after what was supposed to be 6 months, turned into 8 months because of life and all of that. But we are back and we're happy to be back.
Yep. And so as you can see, we have a little bit of a new setting. We got some books in the background, just a whole new little setting, a little better than where we were at before. And so, yeah, welcome back.
So we're going to start off with just kind of explaining, just kind of doing a recap of why we took the break. I'll let you share it since it was kind of what was your idea to take the 6 months off.
Okay, so yeah, which turned out to be about 8 months. One of the reasons why I wanted to take the 6 months initially off is because of the mere fact that of the focus. Because at one point I'm editing videos here, I'm editing videos. It was just a lot of work. And I felt like if we could focus in on, our specific things, that we could put all our energy into that. And quite frankly, with regards to the podcast, it just became hard, like with all the other stuff that I had, trying to edit and putting all the energy that I felt was needed for the podcast.
Okay. And me, I didn't, I thought that we could do it all. Maybe that's just like me being a woman and multitasking. I don't know. So, but I do think that the break was good. It kind of gave us time to refocus and kind of figure out where we wanted the podcast to go and where we wanted our individual businesses to go and whatnot. And then just things that happened with my parents, I was able to really focus on that. So overall, I think the break was needed and necessary.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was definitely so.
So do you want to explain kind of what we've been up to, or specifically you have been up to with all your stuff?
Yeah. Basically, I've transitioned. So I'm transitioning from debt collections to credit repair. And one of the main reasons for debt collections, it's always been good. It's been a lucrative thing. But I've always had a guilty feeling with regards to collecting, just because, I know some of the tactics and some of the stuff you do in order to get the money, it becomes sort of kind of hard. And I don't know. I just feel bad for forever. I mean, I've been in the debt collection industry for over 15 years. What has kept me is the money. But the reality is I wanted to transition to credit repair. But what I started out with first was the YouTube channel, Ask a Debt Collector. The information will be down in the description. And then I started Clearing Strategic Credit Repair Services. And so I've been working, getting that together, the website, all of that information with regards to that. And obviously cleaning up people's credit is a lot better. I feel a lot better at the end of the day, giving them that knowledge that a lot of people don't have, as well as helping them clear up their credit and use their credit in the most responsible and most productive way for themselves.
Okay, great.
And what have you been up to for this time? What have you been doing?
Prior to us taking a break, I was doing Frugally Keto, just still trying to build my social media, which hopefully brings more clients and sales, but not more importantly, but also I've had time to really help my parents. My parents, both their health has been not the best, so I've had the time to go to hospitals and go to doctor's appointments and just help take care of them, which I feel is just important and kind of my duty as a daughter to kind of just do what they've done for me. So
with Ask a Debt Collector, that is a YouTube channel that I have where I'm explaining different topics with regards to credit and debt. And I figured that would be a great platform to start off with there. I have about a little over 131 videos or so. I do 5 to 6 videos a week, small 10-minute videos just with regards to topics concerning credit. The information will be down below. You can check out the YouTube channel. Be sure to like and subscribe as I'm growing the YouTube channel and so forth with regards to that. That vehicle has helped already, even though I probably have almost 300 subscribers. By the time this comes out, I'll probably be at 300 subscribers. And I've through that YouTube channel, I've gotten a few clients. I've gotten people who wanted information and so forth with regards to the credit repair company. And that's the other thing that I'm doing. So the credit repair company is Clear and Strategic LLC. I am bonded here in the state of California, and I'm just getting that going. So I'm doing that. I'm obviously building. One of the things that we're trying to learn to do is build business credit, because on the personal level, we've taken our credit from next to nothing to over 6 figures in available credit. And now we're trying to build business credit. So I've gotten my first credit card through trial and error with my wife's business. Hopefully she's not upset about that. But with trial and error with her business, I learned some things to do and some things not to do. And so with my business, within 2 weeks, because of personal credit, I was able to get approved for a credit card. My motto is, you deserve to be approved for the credit that you apply for and need. So allow Clear and Strategic to help you out with that. And so those are the 2 things that I have going on, obviously, as well as the podcast where we're talking about those types of things, our family and so forth. And that's that. So Ask a Debt Collector, check that out. There's 130 videos on a bunch of topics. I'm pretty sure any question that you have with regards to debt or credit, I've probably gone over. And if I haven't, put it in one of the comment sections, a topic or something you could talk about with regards to that. And then Clear and Strategic is brand new. Anybody who's out there looking to get their credit repaired, I do a 30-minute free consultation with regards to that. I'll put the information down in the comment section or down in the description, so that it's just a one link. You click the link, you pick time that you're available, and obviously with regards to I have a schedule as well, and we can go a 30-minute consultation, go over your credit, figure out where you're at, where you want to be, some of your goals and aspirations, and then we put together the perfect plan to get you to that situation. So not only do we clean up your credit, one of the things that I think is so important, because credit is not taught in school, is to give you education as well. There's nothing worse. I remember when I first started out with cleaning up people's credit, there was nothing worse than clearing up someone's credit, not giving them necessarily the knowledge, cleaning up the derogatory marks off their credit, to only a month to 6 months to a year later see them right back in the same predicament. So not only do we clean up your credit, but I go as far as to teach you some of the tactics with regards to how to continue to build your credit and to take your credit even further. One of the things that I have, and I'll just give you one of the nuggets that I have, is use your credit cards like your debit cards. That's one of the nuggets that I always state for people, so that way you're not spending over what is needed on your credit card and building that balance up to eventually getting to the place where you can't afford to pay it all off. So those are the 2 things that I have, and check them out down in the description.
Great. Yep. Okay. And so, like I said, with me, I already had Frugally Keto, and fortunately or unfortunately, however you want to look at it, it hasn't just been like easy sailing where it's just been, easy going. I wish it was, but I've definitely have hit a lot of hurdles. As with any kind of business, you're going to come to obstacles, and it's just like figuring out how to get over those humps. One thing that it's different for me than Jermaine loves all of this. He loves to talk on the camera. He's very social. And I consider myself more of like a shy extrovert. So it's been very tough for me to just be all on the camera, like in my stories. And with Instagram, that's what it's all about. It's like, they want you to make these relationships with people in your stories, have long captions. And for me, my business isn't Instagram. My business is Frugally Keto, where I want to coach my clients and I want to have my ebooks. But obviously you have to play that Instagram game to get those clients. So
Right.
It's been tough for me to find the balance and just find a way to be comfortable, in what I'm doing, but also knowing, okay, I have to play this game that Instagram wants you to play. And if you don't, they will cut you off. Like I don't know if I got shadow banned or what happened, but it was like almost a week where people weren't seeing my content. My insights were really low, and it was very frustrating because I'm doing all this work. And when I say work, it has been a lot of work, because I've done, before we left, I don't think I was doing Reels at all. I was just doing a few instructional videos of how I was making things, but very few.
Right.
Maybe I had 2 at the time. And then I realized that I'm going to really have to tap into Reels. And Reels, if you're unaware, is just kind of like TikTok, where it's 15 seconds to a minute of a video of showing how, I cook something that literally normally would take me 10 minutes, but because I'm doing this Reel has taken me like an hour, because you have to set up everything and you have to only show like 5 seconds worth of, steps, I guess.
Right.
So I started doing those more, and I have seen growth in terms of my following. But again, it's like I struggle with that being what I want to do. I'm not over here trying to be a keto influencer. That makes me very nervous. But I want to help women. So, just finding that balance for me has been tough, I would say.
Yeah.
But definitely a growing situation. I think that I'm doing fairly well, considering that it's scary.
Right.
So we'll see. I think that it's done okay. I would love to see my business, grow more in this next, because it's almost coming up on a year. So I'm hoping this next year does better. But, we'll see.
Yeah, and so that's just the thing. So the key thing that was stated on both of our things with regards to a business, if you're a nobody knows who you are or anything with regards to that, you have to use social media. So I use YouTube to start growing my channel to bring awareness to my credit repair company. She used Instagram to build up her following to bring awareness to Frugally Keto. And that's the reality. That's where we're at in today's day and time, which is actually a great time, because if were nobody before and you were trying to grow, grow and bring awareness to your business and so forth, it was a lot different. You had to have a lot of money with regards to advertising and so forth just to even get your business out there, versus now with social media, which is free, and through word of mouth and so forth on there, you have to build a relationship to where the consumers will trust you by putting up a bunch of videos and putting up a lot of reels in her case. And then once that happens, then more and more people will follow you. And when more and more people are following you, your chances are there goes your audience. And so there's no longer having to pay for a commercial on TV when most people's eyes are on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube nowadays.
Right.
So that's where it's at. So those of you who are trying to grow a business or do something with regards to a business, I would suggest you start off with social media first to build some type of clientele or to build some type of following, so that way, once you start introducing your businesses and so forth, you'll have a platform where you have 100,000 to 1 million people, and it'll make your jobs a lot easier with regards to growing the business.
Right. And also for someone like me who is the shy extrovert, video is just what you have to do. Rather it's, like I said, on YouTube, that's obviously videos. TikTok, those are videos. Instagram, although they were like a photo platform, they're really transitioning over to videos, whether it's Reels or IGTV, because they have to compete with the other apps that just pretty much show videos. So you have to figure out a way to do it, rather you are someone who loves it or someone who's like me. And I have found that I don't have to necessarily be in front of the camera. Like literally I just have my hands and I'm cooking food. Thankfully I'm not like how it was back in the day when I was trying to do like my outfit of the days, and I would have to really, because then I would have to be in front of the camera every day.
Right.
But what I do is like, not so in your face. So, but you have to figure out a way to make video work for your business and your brand to reach your clientele.
Yep. So, this podcast will be a little shorter than the normal podcast that we do, just because it's sort of kind of an intro of us coming back, and we're excited about doing that. Thank you guys for your patience. Those of you who have been waiting for the podcast, I believe you said there were people who would message you with regards to us stopping and was a little upset. So we're back.
Right.
And so thank you guys for those of you who were patient and sat there and waited for us. We're back. So we'll be doing a podcast once a week. Next week, did you want to give them a little preview of what we're going to talk about next week?
Yeah, next week we are going to be talking about co-parenting, but in a little bit of a different way. We're going to be discussing co-parenting with a parent who is absent or just, not consistently there.
Right.
And maybe you could guess who's co-parent I'm talking about. But yeah, join us next week to talk about that, because I think it's definitely something that isn't talked about a lot.
Right. Yeah, it's true. It's, a lot of single family homes, and a lot of times people don't talk about that, trying to co-parent in that aspect. But great. So you guys stay tuned. We can't wait to get talking about that topic next week, and we'll go from there.
Bye.
You guys be great.